I chose to attend my best friend's wedding instead of being there for my mother's first chemo treatment. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer in early spring. Not the worst stage, the doctor said, but still cancer, still terrifying. She tried to be calm about it, joked too much, kept saying she'd be fine. Her first chemotherapy session was scheduled for a Friday morning at 9 a.m. She asked if I could come with her. I said yes without thinking. 2 weeks earlier, my best friend Mark had reminded me his wedding was that same Friday. Destination wedding, 3 hours away. Non-refundable hotel, rehearsal dinner Thursday night, ceremony Friday at noon. I was his best man. We'd been friends since middle school. I helped him through his divorce, lent him money when he was broke, slept on his couch for months. When he got engaged, I promised I wouldn't miss it for anything. When I realized the dates overlapped, my stomach dropped. I told my mom that night. She was sitting at the kitchen table reading paperwork from the oncology office. She looked up, listened, and nodded slowly. "You should go to the wedding," she said. "I'll be fine. Your aunt can take me." I asked if she was sure. She smiled and said, "This is your life. Don't put it on hold for me." I tried to convince myself that meant she really was okay with it. But the week leading up to Friday, things felt weird. She got quieter. She stopped joking. She asked a lot of practical questions about where I kept important documents, just in case. Every time I brought up chemo, she'd change the subject. Thursday night, I drove to the hotel near the venue. Everyone was excited, drinking, laughing. Mark hugged me and thanked me for being there. During the rehearsal dinner, my phone buzzed with a text from my mom. "Can't sleep, nervous." I typed out 3 different replies before sending. "You're going to do great. I'll call you in the morning." I put my phone away and gave a toast. Friday morning, I woke up at 7:00. I knew my mom would already be up, probably pacing, probably pretending she wasn't scared. I stared at the ceiling for a while, then checked my phone. No new messages. I told myself that was good. It meant she was busy, distracted, taken care of. I put on my suit. At 9:12, while we were lining up outside the ceremony space, my phone vibrated. A text from my aunt. "She's starting now." That was it. No emojis, no reassurance. Just those 3 words. I stood there holding my phone while Mark adjusted his tie next to me, completely oblivious. The wedding was beautiful. Sunny, perfect weather. Everyone cried when Mark's wife walked down the aisle. I clapped, smiled, did everything I was supposed to do, but my chest felt tight the entire time. During the reception, people kept asking why my parents weren't there. I lied and said they had a prior commitment. Around 2, my mom texted me a photo. It was her sitting in a recliner at the clinic, a V in her arm, blanket pulled up to her chest. She gave a small thumbs up to the camera. "Still alive," she wrote. I stared at it in the bathroom stall, feeling like I'd been punched. I replied, "I love you." She sent back a heart. I drove home that evening instead of staying another night. When I walked into the house around 7:30, it was quiet. My mom was on the couch watching some cooking show she wasn't really paying attention to. Her skin looked pale, almost gray. She smiled when she saw me. "Hey," she said. "How was the wedding?" I sat next to her and asked how she felt. She shrugged. "Tired, weird, kind of nauseous." I told her I was sorry I wasn't there. She nodded, still looking at the TV. "It was lonely," she said. Not accusing, just stating a fact. Everyone else had someone with them. I didn't know what to say to that. I sat there for a long time, listening to the TV, thinking about how I'd kept my promise to my friend and broken one to my mom. The wedding was over, the pictures were taken, the vows said, but I couldn't go back and sit in that chair next to her while the chemo started. That night, before going to bed, she thanked me for coming home early. I told her I wasn't going anywhere next time. She smiled, but it didn't quite reach her eyes, and I knew some moments once missed. Don't come back no matter how good your reasons were.